I think we are live.
Are we live?
Go.
Let's party. Hi everyone and welcome to yet another live. Let us know where you're watching from and please say hi so we can, chat and, throw your comments in there and let us know about what you think of this little experiment. I've been very curious for a few weeks now to know how does the chicken flour blend that I've recently shown you and the almond blend, how does it compare to a very similar keto flour blend that's been out for quite a while? So I took that Recipe Creators bread, the yeasted bread, and I used that recipe and made 3 loaves of bread with that recipe. Now, I'm sure that once you saw my blend, you would have been probably confused as to, okay, which one's going to give me better results. And I've been curious about it too. So these 2 loaves are made with almond flour. Now, before I say anything, I'm going to show you the bread. Now, can you please have a look and see that I am showing this properly?
You can maybe tilt it a little bit forward if you
like
can.
This?
Yep.
Okay, so for me, there is a clear winner, and this is just like really picking things apart because at the end of the day, they do look very similar. However, let's scrutinize this. This one in particular, I couldn't achieve a smooth crust simply because the dough was really firm. And you know how I always say to smooth off the crust, I even added oil to my spatula and I was trying to smooth it off, but it still came out a little bit lumpy, which is okay. I mean, it's only bread. And this one, I better finish off with this loaf. I would not say that's quite burned, but for me, it is darker than I would like for both breads. This one, you can see it's more even. It's not lumpy at all. And we had the same kind of browning for both of them. I don't know if you would agree. But you can see that it's pretty even. So this one is my almond flour blend, made with my almond flour blend. And this one is the other popular blend. If you are here, you should know what I'm talking about.
Well, if you pause for a breath, I will tell you who is here.
Let's pause.
All right. So we've got Cajun Dagos, which I think is Susan. Have I got that right? Anyway.
Hello.
Hi Mel, just got my bamboo fiber. Can't wait to make flour and bread.
Awesome.
Ella is here, patiently waiting.
Hi Ella. Ella's made her chicken flour, or she is going to make her chicken flour, or she's just made it.
Hot greetings from Germany, she says, where it's 31 degrees tomorrow.
Wow.
William Spangler is here.
Hi Will, how are you?
Hey guys, put the live chat on my calendar, it's so much fun. Probably have to pop in and out as the day allows.
It's fine.
Was just wondering if you have any luck funding the new camera and gear. We actually have a camera on the way.
Thank you so much, Will, for the many coffees that you've bought. You guys don't know how much we appreciate any little donation. It really does help us. It makes us feel appreciated and feel valued in what we do. But it also, like testing out the stuff, it's actually really expensive. You guys know, with the bamboo flour and the chicken flour and this, I am doing these experiments to try and save you spending on your ingredients so you don't have to find out for yourself. Sorry, do you want to... thank you, Will. Do you want to carry on?
There's lots, so yeah, let me get
Yeah.
let me get through. Cheryl Tomlinson made it to a live event this week. Woohoo!
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Lily Albright, hello and click on.
Lily,
Hey,
how
Lily.
are you, Lily? I still remember last week how Lily had us in stitches, which is, laughing ourselves silly.
Let's see what kind of a naughty mood Lily is in today. Christiane Fisk.
Hello, Chris. How you, my darling?
Morning, Mel, Chris, and everyone. Morning, Chris. Lainey, hi from Western Australia.
Hi, Lainey. Nice to see you again.
Kathy Roberts is here.
Hello, Kathy.
My bamboo flour won't be here until July 24th. I think that's a common theme.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suppliers, yeah. Cajun Daggers, morning everyone. That's Susan again. I'm sure it's Susan. Please tell me if I got that right. Super Ron is in the house.
Hello, Ron. How are you, Ron?
Good morning, Mel, and everyone watching from Massachusetts.
Stay goofy.
Charlotte is here.
Hi, Charlotte.
Miss Random Keto. Hello, everyone. Hello. Charlotte Ferris, good morning. Good morning, Charlotte. William Spangler, stay goofy. Nice shirt. Hello from Pennsylvania, USA.
Nice.
And Super Ron's here. Don't forget to give Mel a thumbs up and share the video.
Yes, please. Like.
I'm out of breath. Manuel Ugarte says hi.
Manuel.
Judy Duran says hello.
Hello.
Hello, Judy
Hello,
from
Judy.
Think Vision.
Judy was amazing last week. Thank you for all your help.
Michael Rose now is here. Greetings from Melbourne. Just got home from dancing. Michael, it is beyond
What?
your bedtime.
Michael goes to bed at like 9 p.m. We can chat throughout the day. We became friends through YouTube and me just posting videos, but we are good friends now. And like I know by a certain time, Michael ain't texting you back. So hi, Michael. Well done. You're a trooper.
Angie Hostutler is here.
Hello,
Good morning,
Angie.
Mel. We love you.
Oh, we love you too.
Sarah Lynn. Oh no, I must drop the Sarah. Lynn Crooms Martin.
Lynn.
Good morning from Lynn, Mel, and Chris.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Ella says, are they already live because I can't see it? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are live.
Manuel says, are you going to post the recipe?
I'm going to read out. It's not my recipe, so I can't post it. But I will. What can I do to give them the recipe?
I'll put it in the description box.
Can I? Okay.
You don't have to do it now, but you can do it after.
Yeah. Look, honestly, guys, for my subscribers, I want to give you a better bread. Honestly, I feel like I can do better simply because we have, how can I say, up the ante. We've made things better. We want the loaf to come out of the pan, don't we? We want the loaf to come out of the pan. And I feel like, okay, maybe my pan was better than the original recipe creator. That's fine. But I know a lot of you have the same pan as I do, so I want to give you a better loaf. I think I've said that before.
You can't say we've upped the ante. You have to say we've changed the keto world.
The standards for,
Sorry, I was being a smart cookie.
the standards for what recipe creators are producing, it gets, higher and higher all the time. And I think maybe a year ago, we were all happy with this kind of bread, right? So we need to do better than this. So stay tuned. I'm going to do you a yeasted bread that is going to be much better. Now, if you have any questions, because I'm just going to show you the two loaves from what I think you want to see. So if you have any questions, please just fire them in the comments and we will answer them. But let's just put
Okay, while you're doing that, we will do some more comments here. Hello, Mr. Marzi Mars is in the house. Boom to the bastic while feeling fantastic.
Hello, Marzi.
Big
How
shout
are
out to you all and welcome to the CWM crew. Gotta love the goofy. Trying to focus on the bread, but goofy rules for the moment. This is Mel's life motto right here. Stay goofy. Charlotte Ferris says the next recipe will be bagels. Ooh, nice.
Well, the next recipe, I need to get the Bisquick video out to you and pasta, but what I want to do after that is experiment with just adding yogurt to the flour and see what that produces, because with regular flour, when you add yogurt, I think it's half the amount of yogurt to flour, you can make donuts, you can make bagels, you can make rolls, you can make all sorts of things. So that is next on my list. But look, if you want to, you don't have to wait for me. You can just pick a recipe and go for it. There are people who are already baking with their chicken flour and getting some amazing results. If you want to see a little bit of that, just go to my community, the community section of my channel, and I've shown you some photos there. But right, so let me get my bearings here. So, look at the inside. Now clearly you can see that's the little bit lumpy loaf. Now for me, it is not wet. However, I'm going to go with this as my preference because that's got the little air pockets, which is going to reduce the density. You don't want a dense bread. You want a more, spongy bread. But still, my almond flour blend. I'm actually really interested to see what the chicken flour blend does, which is in the oven now.
It's got 15 minutes. Cheryl says she I got my bread made yesterday. Awesome.
See.
Oh, she's gone. Judy says you are appreciated and valued.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I can be heard. I will, where's the foil?
See.
Thank you so much, Judy. I just need to cover this loaf.
Okay. Zoe Kids TV says, just a question.
Yes.
I got my almond flour in my pantry. Mm-hmm. Can I use almond flour instead of chicken flour in the keto flour? And are the weight to replace chicken flour with nut flour will be the same or different?
Okay, so you would use 3 cups. Don't go by weight, go by cups. So just add your 3 cups. This is what this blend is. All I do, because I have both an almond flour blend and a chicken flour blend, because I know that you guys, not everybody's going to want chicken flour, right? So I've done both, and all I do is I do 3 cups of almond flour, and the same with the chicken flour. I use chicken flour 3 cups. So it's exactly the same for all the other measurements, as well as your alternative to chicken flour. And that is what this is made of, the almond flour blend. Right.
Michelle Lukowski says, hi Mel and Chris, can't wait to try the bread. Hey Michelle. Carnivore-ish Carolyn.
Hello.
Carnivore-ish.
I like that.
Making chicken flour so that I'll be ready for my bamboo flour.
Nice.
Very nice. William says you are welcome, appreciate your content and community.
Thank you.
Lily Albright says, I'm so jealous of all you that have gotten your bamboo flour. Amazon is out of it. Cajun Dago says, yes, I'm Susan. Oh, I got it right.
Nice.
Shall I just keep going here?
Yes, keep going.
There's lots and lots and lots of comments today. Lily says, one thing I so want to try with your chicken flour bread is stuffing. I can't get my taste buds around almond or coconut flour as a crouton stuffing option for stuffing. That's a nice idea. That would be nice.
The other idea. See what I'm trying to do. You actually bring up a good point, Lily. I'm never gonna be. If I produce one recipe per video, I'm never gonna give you guys enough options. Even by the time August comes, I won't have enough recipes for you to try. So what I'm trying to do, like within the flour video, I gave you 90-second quick recipes. I'm trying to do that with the other videos, with the rest of the videos. So when I do the Bisquick, for example, I'm going to give you three recipes to go with the Bisquick, but I'm going to try and choose the most popular thing. I know people love to do pancakes. They love Impossible Pie, like Chris Fisk mentioned last week. And, and of course the dumplings. So I'm going to do those for you. Obviously it didn't work last week because we added a ton more butter. And so we'll use the Bisquick without adding anything, and then go to Judy's recipe, Judy Duran, the one that Judy Duran uses with 2/3 cup of milk, milk substitute. So we're going to go with that with the video. So my point is, I'm going to try and give you a compilation of recipes for per video, and for that reason we're probably not going to be able to do 2 or 3 videos a week. It's probably going to be one video and the live, because obviously I have to experiment and come up with next week's inspiration. But yeah, so I will try and get them out as soon as possible.
Maybe 2 if it goes well.
Maybe 2 if it goes well, yeah.
Lily Albright says, try using carbonated water for a bigger rise in the bread, such as soda water.
I actually have done that, and I actually have soda water, which is awesome. But for this recipe, we didn't use carbonated water because it is a yeasted bread, and that that's going to kind of have its own bubbles anyway. But certainly, I'm actually dying to try my focaccia bread recipe, because that uses carbonated water, and it's a beautiful recipe. People do rave about it. So I'm thinking, excited to try it with the chicken flour blend because I might be able to, stick my fingers and then it bubbles and...
No, you don't look insane at all.
I know.
Michael says it definitely is well past his bedtime. Ooh.
Oh, I bet here? Mrs. Henderson's here.
Hello, Mrs. Henderson. Every week. Lynn says, I'm good, thank you. I'm going to make some chicken flour this week and make a lot of stuff.
Somebody gave me a tip with chicken flour, ladies and gents. Buy ground chicken, minced or ground chicken, because then you would just take your ground chicken and lay it flat onto a lined baking sheet and bake that way. That way you don't need to cut, slices and things. You'll be cutting down. What did it take me? About half an hour. It'll half an hour to an hour, depending on how fast you are, of cutting the chicken at all. So, and then there was somebody else there's a whole conversation that's going on about just dehydrating the chicken from raw. So it's like making chicken jerky. You got more comments there.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I do. Charlotte Farris says, not a question, just some info for people that can't use commercial yeast. I'm I'm experimenting with fruit yeast water and it seems to be working. And so far, I have no issues with my autoimmune disorder.
That's awesome.
Fruit yeast water. You obviously know what that is.
Well, yeah, you would ferment the fruit, actually.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Mrs. Henderson says it's perfect and yummy looking.
Thank you. I do like this bread. It's soft. So is this one? There's not much difference, in all fairness. And I am trying to be objective, but the proof is in the pudding. I hope you got to see.
Yeah, you could see that.
Zoe
Kids TV says, thanks Mel for answering my question.
You're welcome.
Patricia Murray, hi from Dublin in Ireland.
Oh
Hello,
my gosh.
welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Hello, Patricia.
Lily Flower says hello from Idaho.
Hello, Lily. Lily and I have chatted before.
Susan says, I had a question about the Bisquick you made last week. I wonder if butter powder would work better than real butter.
Well, I actually think that you do need the moisture in the butter. So if you want to go with something with less moisture, I would use lard rather than a butter powder. And I've also recently, the Bisquick recipe is going to change, people. Apparently, and the Bisquick fans will know this, Bisquick changed their recipe. It is, nowadays, what they produce is not the original. I found a recipe that, according to the reviews, people say it's like the old Bisquick. So we're going to make that one instead. So that, we have the best. I'm sure I can take this out now.
It's got 5 minutes left.
Oh, well, what's 5 minutes between friends?
Well, let me get through the rest of these and then then take it out. And it probably will be 5 minutes. Carnivorous Carolyn says cornbread, ? As a southerner, I miss chicken and dressing.
Corn, I'm sure I posted somebody's cornbread on the community section of my channel. Now, you guys know, I haven't done a cornbread ever. But this lady, her name is Tiffany. She has multiple sclerosis, and due to allergies, she's nut free. She cannot do, almond flour and that is just out of the question. So she was really excited to try the chicken flour, and she has made her own cornbread, and it looks amazing.
A. Perry says, what is bamboo flour brand? This is the one that we are using right now. The brand is Grape Vita, and it's called Bambusfassen, which is from Germany. That's the one we have right now. Whereabouts in the world are you? Because it does make a difference as to what brands you can get. Susan says hello from Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hello, Susan.
That's Cajun Dago. She's just saying where she's from.
Oh, okay.
Ella says it's bamboo fiber and not flour. Yes.
Bamboo fiber.
I have no idea what I just said, but I hope I said
Ella
the right
would know.
thing.
Ella's from Germany, everybody, so Ella would know.
JJ says with eggs, ? I don't know.
So in this, we're not sure quite what you mean with eggs, but if you're talking about this recipe, there's only one egg in this recipe. So I feel like it's a really good recipe in terms of there's like 5 ingredients. So I obviously have left this bread in for too long because it's gone dark, and I didn't protect it because with all the other baking that I've had, the chicken flour just it didn't burn. It just held an even color, which it has done here, but it's just a little bit darker. Now I'm gonna just turn this over. It's just come out of the oven and it is really hot.
Cheryl's asking, what was the lumpy flour made with?
The lumpy flour was made with a flour blend made with bamboo fiber that isn't mine. So Cheryl, from those hints, you should know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Lily Flower says, good idea. Ground chicken, yes, I will put it on the dehydrator.
Nice.
And Charlotte says, random keto Charlotte.
Yeah.
Says, ground chicken is genius and might be a bit cheaper too. Would you use the same amount pound for pound?
For ground
chicken.
Okay, so when you what is 6, 12, 18, 20? The chicken, you need a lot of chicken to get enough chicken flour because it does reduce quite a bit. I use 4 kilograms or about 8 pounds to get 600 grams of chicken flour. So if you want to make just enough, you need 380 grams to make one batch of the chicken flour blend. Now how do I compare this? I should have really baked this earlier today and not rushed it.
Yeah, but that's all right. We ran out of time.
We ran out of time. But this is how the chicken flour, it's still piping hot. This is how the chicken flour looks. The chicken flour bread.
JJ says, looking good, Mel. I don't know whether JJ is talking about the bread or you.
Either or, thank you.
Lily Flower says, hello, Mel.
Hi.
Lynn says, wow, great tip about the ground chicken making the chicken flour.
Yeah, it will make it much less painful for you to make your chicken flour. I'm certainly going to get ground chicken next time. I think I've made chicken flour about maybe 5 times now, and it does get better. However, it's still, work and kind of painful. But we're all after that 0 carb life, and also to get great results when we're baking.
JJ says, love cornbread, and the darker looks best. The darker bread looks best. Kathy asks, where may I purchase a square bread pan like you use with that lid? I think that's that.
The Pullman loaf. The Pullman loaf. I'm going to need to post a link for you to get it, if that's okay.
That's okay.
And I'm also going to share, I better do that now, share the recipe that I used. I used allulose in this one because that's what, in the original, because that's what they recommended I use. But in these two, I used monk fruit sweetener because that's what I like to use. I find that with allulose, sometimes it does darken the bread or affect the color. So yeah, I find monk fruit more reliable in terms of baking bread. So
Kathy says thank you. Carnivorish Carolyn says, I would be interested in seeing how it compares to protein sparing bread.
Do you know that every time I've tried to make PSMF bread, I would take it out of the oven and it goes. That's why I've never jumped on the PSMF train baking bread, is because it never worked for me. So I would show it to you, but I can't because I actually can't make it.
Susan says she tried using dehydrated ground beef and couldn't grind it to a powder. I was using my high-speed blender, but I'll try my food processor. Let us know how you get on with that, Susan.
Who said that?
Susan. Cajun Dagos.
Susan, your meat does need to be dry, like even drier than jerky. That's why we bake it on a low heat, which is 320 Fahrenheit or 160 Celsius. And we dry it out for about 40 minutes. I turn mine over halfway, so 20 minutes into it. And when your meat is cut thinly, it's enough time. So I'm going to say that your meat isn't fully dehydrated. You need to put it back in the oven in whatever ground form it is, because you still need to dry it out. So that's why what I'm saying, it's either that's the problem or your blender can't cope. So
Mr. Bombastic.
Hello, Mozzie.
Says the almond flour loaf looked a little more aerated. Is it?
I would say
Let's have a butcher's.
So these are both my blends. I'm going to say, obviously, I've butchered the chicken flour and not looked after it like I've looked after these other two loaves, but that is what you are dealing with. I think I could certainly get a better bread done, like high and aerated. In actual fact, the bread that, we've eaten it long ago, but the most recent bread that I did, it looked, that bread for me beats all of these. Hands down, it beats all of them. There was also somebody who made a comment to say that they made the bread and they are still tasting chicken. So I suspect there that they didn't add any sweetener, and the reality is that if you don't flavor your bread in any way, shape or form, even if it's just a bit of sweetener, you are going to get a little bit of a chicken taste. While it's baking, you do get a chicken smell, but if you let your baking cool down, that smell goes away and then you get to taste what the actual thing is. That's why it works so well in baking, is because we're adding our vanilla extract, we're adding our sweetener, you're adding your cocoa powder, for example. All of those things are going to just take that chicken taste and smell away. So,
Cheryl says, I do know, thanks.
What does she know?
I don't know. Whatever she knows, she's quite happy about.
Just look back.
I'm assuming it's something that you said, because she hasn't commented for a wee while.
And what was the link I was supposed to get?
The Pullman thing.
Oh, the Pullman loaf.
Debbie Armstrong, hello, joining late from Texas, USA.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. Charlotte Ferris says, what I've done for beef flour is fill my crock pot with beef that isn't fatty, cooked overnight, take out meat and drain, grind and process it, then dehydrate. Works beautifully, very fine flour.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Judy Duran has sent a super...
Thank you, Judy.
Super sticker, I think. Thanks, Judy.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks so much for your support.
So I'm just going to, for those of you who want, honestly, this Pullman loaf it's kind of just changed the standard, if you like. In our family, we are used to this kind of bread. But having the Pullman loaf and actually using it properly, it's kind of allowed us to have normal sized bread. And that's why, I was so inspired to do a regular size high bread for you guys, because I thought, with this pan, I can do this now, and it's going to hold its shape and stuff like that. So there's the comment section. Pullman loaf pan.
Carnivorous Carolyn says, I love the chicken taste. It reminds me of a chicken in a biscuit crackers.
Yes, I don't, and I think in something like a chicken stew with dumplings, I think it would be lovely. However, I suspect that because the chicken taste for me, it disappears once I've made whatever dish I'm making. I suspect that I would have to add like a chicken spice or something like that if I wanted my dumplings to have that chicken flavor. It would intensify it. Yeah, it would intensify it. So I really think that you need to try this out for yourself. It's all well and good, me saying what my opinion is, but we've all got different taste buds, right? So you're gonna need to just give it one try and think, okay, I did the sweetener, it's still tasting like chicken to me. You've gotta find out for yourself and see where your comfort zone is. Do you need to add, a little teaspoon of vanilla extract to your bread to mask the taste? Do you like chicken? The chicken's taste, for example. So yeah, I think with this discovery, the fact that we can have normal looking bread, it doesn't have to be foam. It can be a proper bread. It just means that we can live this lifestyle so much easier. I just wish the rest of the world can cotton on to this, and companies can sell or produce us ready-made goods so that we can, life can be easier for us. We don't have to make everything ourselves. So that'd be good.
Mrs. H says, hi Marzi Mars, good to see you and all today. Couldn't get good reception today, lived through a really bad storm yesterday. I was hit pretty hard. My phone reception goes in and out today up here. Now, Mrs. H wasn't very well last week on the live, so I hope you're doing better. Lily says, if you are using ground chicken, excuse me, I sound like a chicken myself. If you are using ground chicken and then putting it in the oven to dehydrate, perhaps it needs stirred so that it dehydrates easily.
Okay.
Marzi says, yeah, Christo, still waiting on that pack you're going to mail me. I've frozen my beep off outside. We had some seriously low freezing temperatures. We'll check again tomorrow morning. I have sent it, Marzi. It's gone by FedEx. I think at the moment it's in Kazakhstan, so it's on its way. Alice says, what size do you use for the Pullman loaf, DML? Because there are different sizes available.
Yes, there are. I have the link. That link will take you to the Pullman loaf size that I use. There are a few options in that. You will either get to choose corrugated or smooth. So that's the only differences there. But just to make sure that I'm answering your question, it is...
Whilst you're measuring, this is the best way to answer this question. JJ says Kiwi or South African? Kiwi, South African.
7.5 inch by 4.4 inch by 4.2 inch. So that's that there.
Ethel. Oh no, sorry Ethel. I know I'm gonna butcher this one. Ethel Piersinski. Well, that's the best I could do with that one. Happy to catch you live from the Pacific Northwest in Oregon, USA. Looking forward to making your carnivore bread. Wow. Will you go over the ingredients again? I
just posted the ingredients in the comments section. So I will talk you through the process now. So everybody, if you can please just have a little glance at that comment that I made with the recipe, just to get yourself familiar. Half a cup of water and a half a cup of cream, heated to 100 degrees, and then they required a teaspoon of sugar, which I was okay with because the yeast does feed off that sugar. So once you've added your sugar, add 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant dried yeast, and you let that proof, cover it, and you let that proof for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then once you have that, you add 4 tablespoons of melted butter to a mixing bowl. Make sure your melted butter is a little bit cooled so you don't fry your egg or cook your egg. So 4 tablespoons of melted butter in, your yeast mixture, 1 egg, and 300 grams of your flour blend. You mix that all together. You place it in a lined loaf pan, and then you're going to place it in the oven with your oven light on. So you want your oven to be, like an incubator kind of thing. And you're going to place it in the oven for 1 hour, just with a little bit of heat. And the oven light and the fan going is fine. So I did that, and then after the hour, you'll see it rise and fluff up a little bit, and then you bake it at 325 Fahrenheit or 162 Celsius for 20 minutes.
Ella says, thank you for the measurement, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Kathy says, is it a corrugated or flat finish on the Pullman? It's corrugated.
Mine's corrugated, but honestly, it is completely your choice. It means that your bread's going to have little corrugated lines, or it's going to be plain. You choose. Get both if you want, get one or the other. What is it, Lily?
Yep, Lily has finally broken out of a shell and she is on the loose. She says, my Pullman bread pan lid is dented. I guess throwing it at my husband wasn't a good idea.
She's giving me ideas. Don't make me angry or upset me.
Yeah, Lily,
I might remember, Lily.
These things are solid. Marzi Mars has sent a super thanks.
Oh, thank you, Marzi. Thank you
Marzi.
so much.
He says, thank you, Mrs. Duran.
Gosh.
You beat me to it this week.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
It's much appreciated and a great example on how easy it is. Let me join you. Thanks, Mel and Christo, for everything you do. Thank you, buddy. Always appreciate your support, mate. Michael is, okay, Melbourne is going to bed.
Oh,
Yes, good.
Michael, you almost made it to the end.
Michael needs his beauty sleep.
No, he does. He does. No, he doesn't. He's beautiful already. I shouldn't. I feel like you set me a trap.
No, me, not at all. Cheryl says she knows where the lumpy flour comes from. Haha.
Yes, I know you know. Yeah.
Marzi says, OMG Christo, Kazakhstan. You're too funny, bro, so I'll check Monday instead. Yeah, I'd probably say a week Monday. You know, you gotta allow for the time zone difference and everything. Lily says, night Melbourne. Lily Flower says, Lily A, ha 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 ha. Good idea.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
It's funny.
This is husband abuse. Marzi says, take care, Michael R. Thanks for joining us and have a great rest. JJ says, waves goodbye to Michael. Oh, here we go. Lily says, well, it's his fault it is dented. My husband ducked and it hit the wall. I am shooketh.
The other things I wanted to just say to you guys is you might not be aware of how good the going carnivore is. Like, it is really good. really, really, really good in terms of keeping those carbs low. So if you are struggling a little bit on keto, do consider going carnivore with recipes like these now. What is Chris cooking Nashville, Chef Grams?
Speaking of which, where is the chef this week?
Chef is helping his brother build a house, so that's where Chef is. But
That just seems like a poor excuse.
Chef Grams, he does a lot with pork rinds. He makes tortillas, all kinds of things, and Anita from Ketogenic Woman. I mean, I know that there's no benefit to me mentioning these channels to you, but I think that you need all the options that are out there. I think that you should go and subscribe to these channels because, you know, why not? You're going to get ideas of how to live this lifestyle and, you know, lose lots of weight or control allergies or control your diabetes. And it's just going to help you out. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, you know, like with this experiment because it has answered the question for me. So
Lynn asks, how much is the equivalent of the amount you said for the loaf of CKN flour for bread? Cups is how I measure.
Is she asking how many cups to go in the flour blend?
How much is the equivalent of the amount you said for the loaf of chicken flour for bread?
Oh, you mean the 300 grams? I can find that out, I think.
Cheryl says she's going to make brownies today using the CK flour and see if I can tell any chicken flavor. I will post on Facebook.
Yes, 3 cups is 300 grams of the chicken flour. Oh, the other thing is, you know how it says 3 cups of self-rising flour? You do know that, please do remember that with my blends, there is no baking powder in the blend. So please add 2 tablespoons of baking powder in your bread. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere. You need the baking powder. So 2 tablespoons of baking powder in addition to those other ingredients. Please don't forget that, like me. Well, yeah.
Lily says, in all seriousness, I don't know if I can take Lily seriously after that. In all seriousness, a total carnivore diet made me ill. I am talking about eating only meat.
Yes, and it would be quite unfun. Do you know what I mean? It is. I don't know that I could do all meat.
No, I couldn't.
All day, every day.
We did that BBBE thing, which is basically meat and eggs, right? Which is it was the most boring thing I've ever done.
Yeah, but you are restricted to 4 ingredients there.
Yeah.
But
still, you need variety and you need things that are going to, almost substitute a normal quote unquote diet.
Yeah. And like for us, we promote this way of eating as a lifestyle. So to do something like BBBE, I feel like it's good for a short amount of time, but you need things that are going to sustain you for a long time. Things like bread, your tortillas, your biscuit, your this, your that. You need all those, like, the donuts, you need bagels, you need all of that kind of stuff to sustain you, for your lifestyle. For a lifestyle.
Jodelle Fields.
Hello, Jodelle.
Says, sorry I missed the live. I will go back
It's all right.
and watch from the beginning. Love your shirt, Mel.
Stay goofy.
Marzi says, please remember to hit our likes and get this couple to 100,000 subs and beyond. Thanks, Marzi.
Thank you.
JJ says he's already subbed. Naz says you are amazing with lots of love hearts.
Thank you. Mwah. Thank you.
Marzi says I'm a loyal CWMer because it's all in one place. But thanks for offering the other options, Mel. Cook with Mel rocks. Full stop.
CWM. He's dubbed the cook with Mel. He's been calling us CWM for the longest time now.
Lily Flower says press like. God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lily.
Oh.
And Stacey Gabler says I've lost 156 pounds on keto. Mel, thank you. Love all your recipes.
Wow.
Awesome,
Congratulations. You
Stacey.
did that. Congratulations. You're amazing.
150s, that's a whole person.
It is.
That's amazing.
It's a little
amount of weight
person,
loss.
but it's a whole person,
still,
an adult.
That's brilliant. Well done, Stacey.
Wow. Look at you.
Judy says some people thrive on carnivore. I'm not one of them. Just shows that everything. God, what is wrong with my English tonight? I'm not one of them. Just shows that everyone should do what's best for you.
I so agree with that. You have to do what you can manage. And look, at the end of the day, even if you say you live an unhealthy lifestyle in terms of your eating, just cutting out sugar alone is a major improvement. Okay, so we're getting very pedantic here when we're talking about going carnivore. So I feel that any change that you make to the way, to your diet it's gonna improve your life. It's gonna make you feel better. And so I 100% agree with what Judy's saying.
Lily says, congratulations, Stacey. And yep, I agree. Congratulations again. JJ gives a hand clap. I think that's for Stacey. Marzi says, back at you, Lily Flower. Glad you joined us. Hope you're enjoying the channel and hope to see you again.
Nice.
Stacey says, thank you. Mel's helped so much. The baking and flour so hard to learn. Ron,
Thank
Super
you.
Ron. Says, you're better off to do what works for you. Try to get a balance of good, healthy fruits and vegetables. Lily says, thank you, Marzi. Cheryl says, where did you post a recipe for the yeasted bread? I don't see it here in the chat. Yeah, where is it? Where did you put it?
Well, did I not hit send? Let's,
Ursula Dozier says, amazing lady full of fantastic talents.
Thank you so much.
And Judy says to Ron, Judy and Ron might have an argument here. Ron's Keto Cafe, not everyone thrives on fruits and veggies. It's true, like it is true. And then what you said before, I think what Judy said before, you just got to do what works for you.
The thing is that like everybody is right because it's just you just have to do what's right for you, and you have to do what you can manage at the time. Some people like to ease into, a change in lifestyle, and some people are all or nothing kind of people. So I think everybody, I agree with all of what you guys are saying.
I reckon there's two things, and it's kind of a mix of what everyone said and what you've said. Do what works for you, as in what you like, and what is sustainable. What you can do for years. It's not a fad.
Agreed.
It's something that is a lifestyle change that you can do for 10 years and not ever get bored of or sick of or...
And the thing is that why we try and make the recipes as easy as possible is to show you and to encourage you to give it a go, and to see that, hey, you know what? I'm not a baker, but maybe I can bake this, and even if you changed your bread, for example, and say you're a bread person and you have 6 slices of bread a day. If you changed your bread, that is what is there, 20 carbs a slice?
Something
That is
at minimum, yeah.
that is like a great improvement. So do what you can, but do something, especially if you're unhappy with what's going on with your body, and especially if your body is having a negative reaction to the way you eat. You got to do it.
Ron says, congrats on the weight loss, Stacey. I've lost 145 pounds myself on keto. I remember him saying that when he first joined our lives. Super Ron. Judy says, yes, Chris, that's all I'm saying. Do what's right for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this, Judy. And I'm up to date. My goodness.
Oh, and also, like, if anybody's new to keto, Ron was saying do fruit and veggies. Do keep in mind that your fruit is restricted to berries only because of the sugar level, fructose sugar levels in apples, oranges, or peaches. You can't have those fruits any longer. If you are wishing for fruit, do stick to berries. With vegetables, try to stick to green vegetables. Those are, I find that they are the lowest in carbs. You get cauliflower, which is about 5 carbs per cup. You can have a little bit of onion. You could do a little bit of carrot. You cannot have potatoes under any circumstances. There are substitutes. People are doing amazing things in the keto world with a substitute for mashed potato and French fries. You just have to look it up or just ask me in the comments. That's fine. I will send it to you. But you cannot have potato any longer, and sweet potato is probably not a good idea either. In terms of squash, they're also higher in carbs than the keto diet would like. So, yeah. I see lots of comments, so go for it.
Kathy Roberts has sent a super sticker. Thank you very, very much,
Thank
Kathy.
you, Kathy.
Lily says, my scale runs under the table when I say I'm going to weigh myself. Oh, here we go. Marzi Mars says, Christo, you know it's your turn to take the reins in the kitchen to whip up a recipe with Melstar's CK flour. We're all waiting. Lily says, I'm trying to get off insulin doing keto. Your recipes are a huge help, Mel.
Oh, thank you so much.
JJ
That's
asks
awesome.
if grapes are okay.
No, grapes are not. You know how sweet grapes are. They're not okay.
Oh, no.
What? You do get a very low carb grape juice. Just check the back of the label. I'm not saying cheat, please. But if you have a ridiculous grape craving, you could find a low carb grape juice. It's probably got some other funny things in it, but I would rather you have that than go and eat grapes. So yeah, bit of a compromise there.
JJ's sent a little sad tear emoji.
I know, but yeah, I did give an alternative.
And Marzi and I need to talk. Brother, what have you done? He says, for everyone here that's in the room, let me see some love hearts if you all want to see Chris cook up a recipe with Mel's CK flour. And then we have hearts from Judy, Lily, Nars, Lily again.
I see, yeah, Cheryl.
Williams, Cheryl.
Cheryl sent the one with the what emergency services.
Yeah, the emergency. Lily again. Oh, goodness me. All right.
What would you? I wonder what would you? What you know? What we should do?
I don't know, but it's going to be an absolute disaster.
We should do sheet pasta because, you know, the pasta 2.0. That's the one that's done in a baking tray. You just pour the liquid into a baking tray and you bake it for about 10 minutes. We should make him do that one because that one is super Super easy. You're done in 15 minutes.
Sure. So current cooking skills are chicken, can also cook eggs, right? But let's just sail straight into sheep pasta because that seems like the easiest thing in the world.
Yes, because you literally throw something into a blender and you pour it onto a tray and that's it.
It sounds like you're setting me up just for failure, just for laughs and giggles. And I'm all for it. Felicia Bueno says rutabaga
Yeah.
is a possible substitute for potato.
Yes, you are right. And there's some, what's the other one I used? Kohlrabi is another, it's really good.
Kohlrabi is quite hard to get.
Kohlrabi, well, here it is, but kohlrabi was like a bit of a sweet potato. Very nice.
Marzi says, come on, Marzi, come on and flood the comments with some hearts. What the?
But they have.
Yeah, he's just trying to, get even more to get in there. Charlotte Ferris says, when you did your sourdough experiment, it gave me the push to try to find a low-carb raised bread recipe that I could use. I got off my rear and started researching. That's awesome, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Love hearts.
I do want to revisit the sourdough starter experiment. I want to try doing a starter with the chicken flour and see what happens because I have a feeling it might be really good. So I want to try that because I'm very curious to know how a sourdough bread would turn out with this flour. Sorry.
Lily says, dragon fruit is good and I eat a lot of avocados. I'm also diabetic and my blood sugar has greatly improved.
Nice. What's wrong?
Lily says, if Chris cooks, Mel better have the fiber grade on standby. So this is why I'm pulling my...
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying she's wrong, but still, that's offensive.
No, I'm not saying she's wrong either.
That's offensive.
It's not, it's...
That's offensive.
The truth hurts, love, and it will set you free.
Now Christiane Fisk is jumping in with love hearts. Christiane, what did I do to you? Ron says, I have made turnip fries as a French fry replacement.
Turnips. Nice.
Marzi says, Christo, do you feel the love? No, I do not.
He feels the pressure.
I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked. Susan says, loved your live today. Thanks, Mel and Chris.
Aw, thank you, Susan.
Charlotte Ferris says, I so appreciate all your hard work.
We appreciate you guys. Absolutely. You guys validate us. Totally.
We cannot do this without you guys. It's as simple as that.
No. I would have given up if I hadn't made so many friends and so many of you are so supportive of what we do, and the fact that it's helping is actually, I think it tops all the reasons.
Cheryl says, hey, the recipe just showed up for me, got it now.
Nice. I had too many characters in the recipe, so it wouldn't send.
Ron says, another recipe I made is a shepherd's pie using turnip for the potato substitute.
Yum.
William says, disaster possibly, humorous certainly. Laughing with, not at you, Chris. Thanks, Will.
You should do that for the live.
What?
Our next live.
What, make a turnip?
No, make the pasta. This is obviously laughing at your...
Lynn says, keto did wonders for keeping my A1C down.
Nice.
Mrs. Henderson sent a super sticker.
Wow.
Thanks, Mrs. H.
Gosh, we've really blessed this live. Thank you so much, guys.
You guys are going crazy.
I'm starting to feel shy.
Thank you, guys. It does mean the world, each and every one of you.
Thank you, Mrs. H.
Lily says, now Chris, LOL, but you are handsome. Hair. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get at this point. Marzi says, this is hard work. I've lost some weight around my fingers from all this texting. Ay caramba. Yeah, good. I hope in addition to the weight, you got some blisters. Felicia says, thank you both for your hard work.
Oh, Felicia, you're welcome.
Ron says, thank you guys for another fun live. You're the best and amazing. Thanks, Ron.
Yeah.
And I think I am up to date, apart from all these women love hearts and things that are being dropped. So there's no way out of it. I have to get on live and do something.
You do. So guys, shall we make a date that next week Chris is going to make us an easy pasta like the 2.0. If you don't know what the 2.0 pasta, it's a carnivore friendly or not carnivore friendly pasta that you just pour. It's like pancake batter. You pour that onto a baking sheet, you chuck it in the oven, let it bake for about 10 minutes, you take it out, you cut it up, you're done. So I think that's easy enough for him, right? So next live, yes.
So basically, guys, if you want to see a live train smash in slow motion, please tune in next week for the live. Lily says, Marzi, any weight loss counts. Charlotte, Random Keto Charlotte says, so excited to try everything, thank you. Marzi says, thank you, Ron, look forward to seeing and hearing you at the next live. Yes.
Yeah.
Judy says, thanks for a great live.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming and attending, but you guys, I'm so glad. I feel like there was value in whoever, including yourself, you watching this, just to see, okay, which is the actual better flour to go with. And I think you now know you're armed and dangerous with all the information, and you know exactly which flour to go with if you were in two minds about it. So I wanted to know too. I was very, very, very curious. We've had lots of reports of people making, they're not waiting for me. They've just gone ahead making lemon pound cake, cornbread. What was the other things? I can't remember, and my phone's getting used, so I can't check. But yeah, it's fantastic. What else?
Lily Flower says, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. You have a great weekend too, Lily. Mrs. Henderson's dropped about 19 different hearts in response to wanting me to get on camera.
That's fun. I would also be sitting there going,
Ethel's also dropped a bunch of hearts. Christiane says, okay, I'm in for that. Chris does pasta.
Right.
That's the intention anyway, Chris, but whether it comes out as that.
Now, regardless of if it's a fail or not, right, guys? Regardless of whether he fails or not, he's going to do it, right? So if the pasta comes out terrible, it comes out terrible. It is what it is.
Thank you for that vote of confidence.
And there's smoke blowing out of his ears from the pressure.
I may well implode. Marzi says, no, that's too easy, Mel. Me doing pasta is going to be too easy. Way too easy.
You need to watch next week. Trust me. You're a cook, so you don't get it. But trust me, it will not be easy for the person making it. They just become suddenly tense and nervous and very, how can I say, stressed. Interesting to watch. I think I'll be standing like way over there behind the camera.
Marzi says pasta's way too easy. My 3-year-old niece could cook that up in her sleep. Well, maybe your 3-year-old niece would like to come and be on camera, because for some of us it is going to be a big challenge.
We'll see. You're going
to enjoy this.
You might surprise yourself. I just want to make sure I'm out of the way.
I'll surprise myself if nothing catches on fire. Judy, really? Like, really, Judy?
What did Judy say?
She says, yeah, Chris, and also drop 19 love hearts.
I love it. I love it. That's amazing.
Christiane says, never fail, just learn how not to do it in the future.
Yes. Yes. See, there's valuable stuff in everything.
I'll put that on a poster and sell it. That's not going to help me whatsoever.
Next week we'll put your pasta sheet on a poster and say, look, this is what you get.
How not to.
Oh, my head is getting sore from laughing.
Good. I hope you sprained something. Cheryl says you two are hysterical.
Thank you, Cheryl.
And Lily is asking, what is your Instagram?
So
Cook with Mel 1.
Yeah, but there is a link in each description box. You just have to scroll almost right to the bottom. There's Facebook and Instagram there together. It's after the Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee paragraph. Yeah, it's after that. So just go to any video, look in the description box and scroll down to where you'll find the link.
It's also in the About section.
Ah.
Yeah. So
But
across
a
the
lot
top
of people
you've got
didn't-
videos, lives, community, etc.
And the last
It's in the
tab,
About. There's a little icon.
yeah.
Yeah. Lucia said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Is
assuming
Lucia here?
Lucia Vasquez. is
Hello,
here.
Lucia.
But I'm assuming this is Portuguese because she said something about Brazil, but I don't understand. I'm sorry, Lucia. Maybe somebody can translate that one. Marzi says, I have full faith in you, Christo. Marzi, your faith is misplaced, but I thank you, brother. Solidarity, we got this. Susan says, you're too funny. I think you'll do fine, Chris. Again, misplaced faith, Susan, but I so appreciate the support.
Lucia says, sending hugs from Brazil. Mwah. Thank you, Lucia.
Big
Sending you hugs too.
We'll give you a big hug back. There we go. Marzi says, remember what you did out of a hot dog, Christo?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I did a wrap, which...
But your hot dogs turned out amazing.
yeah, but that was your recipe.
It's when nobody's, isn't it? None of us are asking him to create a recipe. We're asking him to follow one, right? So same deal, except I think this would probably be just as easy as making the hot dog buns.
Judy says, sure, Marzi Mars, now you're kissing up. Yeah, exactly, Judy, exactly. Brenda Boiselle says, love watching you too.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Brenda. Thank you.
Lily Flower says, Lucia is sending you hugs from Brazil. There you go.
Ah, thank you. Yes.
Mrs. Henderson says, yes. I'm not sure what she's saying yes to, but she's saying yes.
Maybe Marcy was talking about the hot dog comment and she's saying yes to that. I don't know.
Marzi says, hold on, Mrs. Duran, full faith in a disaster. Oh, here we go. Mrs. H, she's going to build my spirits up. He is handsome, very, but Mel is more beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Never a truer word spoken.
You won the votes last week. At least I got one.
You got one.
One today. Thank you, Mrs. H, Mom.
And you get one from me every day. Lily says, I will send you a bottle of wine, Chris. You will need it. Thank you, Lily. All donations gratefully accepted.
Oh my gosh.
No, I shouldn't go on live half sauced, but
No,
it might
well,
help.
Chris hasn't had a drink in years. So I think one sip will send him to the moon and back.
We might make this pasta Irish. Kathy says toot toot. And Lynn is also dropping love hearts in anticipation of seeing me fail. Fantastic.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. I'm excited about next week's live now because I think there's going to be lots of laughter.
Yeah.
Oh well, guys, shall we sign off now? And can't wait for next week. But we will for next for the videos next week, we will try and get 2 videos done. It's just the Bisquick's going to be a big one because that's going to be 4 recipes. And I have to make the stew before we even film, just so I can show you what the dumplings are actually going to turn out like. So hopefully we can do both, but I actually can't see us being able to do both. And we might be a little bit late too, so expect it around Wednesday instead of the Monday, just because it's gonna take a while. But I promise it's going to be worth it. As I told you before, as I mentioned before, we got a good Bisquick recipe, so it's gonna be worth it. Yeah. And if you have any ideas about what other things you want me to include for the Bisquick video, do drop me a comment. Just something that you think you are going to use all the time and you think a lot of people will use it. Please drop me a comment and let me know, because we'll put that in there so that you can get the recipe for it. All right.
I have to read this one before we go.
I read them all.
I will. But this one in particular. Lily Albright says, I think Mel is a very pretty young lady.
That's true. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Charlotte says, I love this live, but I have to get my paint cleaned up and get ready for work. Thanks for joining us, Charlotte.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Marzi says, I've lit these airwaves up tonight. Yes.
Yes.
I'll blow them up next week.
Yes, you
Judy
have.
is waving. Marzi says, ciao for now. Much love from down under. Becky says, hi or good morning. And so does Helen. Morning.
Hi. Hi, Becky, and hi, Helen. Thank you for joining us.
Colourful Foresight says,
what?
I'm unable to watch you live right now. Just sending you a quick gratitude and love to you. I'll catch up and watch this video later.
I'm so glad you dropped it in. Thank you.
Sylvia from New York. So Colourful Foresight is Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia, right. Okay.
Marzi says, thank you, CWM and crew. Mwah! Cheryl says, can't wait for next week. Becky says, I miss it. Yes, Becky, we're about to sign out, but you can rewind the live and watch from the start.
You can watch it, yeah.
And Lily Albright says, God bless and good day or night or afternoon. Thank you, Lily. God bless you too.
You guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. Be good and be happy. And we just love you guys so much, and we will see you real soon. Kisses, hugs, high fives, stay goofy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.